Hey y'all, so I want to talk to you guys today about warm-ups and mobility work. If you don't have a resistance band, I suggest using a towel and maybe some light weights for the exercise that I'm going to show you, or if you don't have light weights even, just something that's a little weighted just to give you some resistance for some of the movements that I'm going to be walking you through. It's too dark. But if you have a resistance band, I love my resistance band. You could get so many different uses out of it, but for today's purpose, this is going to be warm up and mobility. Okay, so if you have it, grab it. All right. I wanted to talk to you guys about my small group class that's typically on Wednesdays. Obviously, right now, through video, it's whatever day we want it to be. But the whole purpose of small group is to educate you guys. A lot of times if you sign up for the class and you join us, we usually work out in the weight room or we do some kind of circuit work. I like to teach my people that come about full body workouts, or just like explaining how to set up workouts and why you put exercise together and things like that. So it's a really good class for those of y'all who might not be comfortable making your own workouts, or you're maybe intimidated by the weight room. It's a good time to learn about how to create workouts and even build confidence in the weight room and lifting weights. Those members of the rec center that have been coming to small group classes, they have gotten such progress from taking the class, and they've learned so much, and I've seen so much growth in them as people in their fitness journeys. Like, the confidence that they've gained from it is awesome, and they've been consistent, and that's really the main thing. You have to be consistent, and the more consistent you are, the more confidence you'll have, and you'll feel more sure of yourself going in the weight room, taking these classes and learning about it so that you can do your workout safely, okay? But today is more about the warm-up part of your workout, okay? So you never want to just jump into lifting weights without warming up your joints. So we are going to go through a resistance band warm-up. Most of your upper body exercises that we're going to go through involve the resistance band. There's some of the exercises that you can do, like I said, that you can use a towel or a broomstick, or maybe some light weights if you have them and you don't have a resistance band. And then we're going to do some leg mobility with just body weight, and I'll show you all those exercises in this video today, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is something I call pass-throughs. So I'm going to take my resistance band, I'm going to wrap it around my hands because my arms are a little short, and all I'm going to do here is put my hands out in front of me. Put my hands out in front of me, and I'm going to bring it around and then all the way back in front. Okay, so I'm going to do this 10 times, and the way I usually count it is going back and forth is 1 rep. And I'll just do this maybe 2 or 3 times, or 2 or 3 sets of 10, just to make sure I am ready and my shoulders are nice and loose before I get started with my workout. Okay, now while I'm doing this, I want to maintain a good core. I want to have good posture here. You don't want to keep your shoulders all tense. You want to keep your shoulders down and back and just move that shoulder joint. A few more reps. And good. So, pass-throughs. One of my favorite things to start with for my workouts. We usually do it in small group as part of our warm-up. I'm sorry, it's so dark, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. The next thing, or one of the other things I love to do to kind of open up my chest and start warming up my back and shoulder muscles, is something I call pull-aparts, band pull-aparts. So I'm going to take my resistance band, same thing, I'm going to wrap it around my hands, and I'm going to put it out in front of me here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that band apart, and I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades, and I'm going to bring it back in front. Okay, so here, pull it apart, bring it back in front. Same thing, I'm going to focus on my core, focus on my posture. Nice and slow, you don't want to go too fast. Make sure you're warmed up first, and then you can kind of pick up the speed a little bit if you want to. But I like to really feel my muscles contracting and open up that chest big, okay? And again, I'll do about two or three sets of 10 for that as well. So band pull aparts. The next exercise that I'm going to do is with the resistance band, but you're going to need to attach it to something. So you might want to hook it onto a doorknob and close the door, or I have my bike right here, so I'm just going to hook it up to that. It's so dark. That's all right. Billy James. He's all bark, y'all. So, for my next exercise, I'm going to do resistance band external rotations and internal rotations. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to put my resistance band hooked to something, like I said, and I want to step far enough away so that I can get a little resistance from my band as I'm moving, okay? So I'm going to grab my handle and I'm going to keep my elbow tight to my body, and all I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring the band out while maintaining that connection between elbow and my rib cage, and I'm going to bring it back to center, okay? So again, I'm pulling out here and bringing it back in. So same thing, I usually do a set of 10 external rotations, and then I'm going to turn, after I do my 10 here, I'm going to do something called internal rotations. And I know you're not going to be able to see me, but basically I keep it in the same hand, but I turn around, and instead of pulling out, I'm going to pull in. I'm going to show you that on this arm in just a second. So I come in here, pull in towards my stomach, and back out. So what does that look like? I'm here, pull the band in, back out. Okay? So this is internal rotations. I'm rotating inward. Y'all are probably like, it's nighttime in this video, and it's not. I do not understand. Gotta work on my camera skills, guys, for sure. Alright, so typically I will go 2 or 3 sets of each of those internal and external rotations, and then I like to do something I call 90-90s. I'll take my resistance band and I will put my arm at a 90-degree angle, okay, hand facing forward, and then I'm going to pull that band up or rotate up and then back down to that 90-degree position. So here, back. So right now I'm warming up back of my shoulder. This is a good thing to do just to keep your shoulder joint, all the muscles around your shoulder joint strong and healthy. A lot of times injuries occur when we don't have the muscles strengthened enough to help you out when you are doing your bigger lifts or you're lifting your weights. So you want to make sure, again, you maintain your mobility, maintain the strength of those smaller muscles in your joints to keep your body healthy enough to be able to lift and work out like you should. Alright, so again, if you want to keep yourself balanced, you're going to do both arms. Posture is important, so I'm standing nice and tall. And again, I'll go about 2 or 3 sets of 10 reps there. My next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go into some leg exercises, or my favorite leg mobility work, I guess. My favorite leg exercise or leg warm-up is called World's Greatest Stretch. So you're going to need to get on the ground for this one. I'll move my camera down a little bit. So for World's Greatest, I'm going to get into a lunge position, okay? So front leg, back leg here. I'm going to take my hand, my inner hand, or the hand closer to my leg that's up. So my left leg is forward, my left hand is the one I'm going to be using. I'm going to rotate towards my knee, so chest opens towards your knee. And then I'm going to rotate under my opposite arm. So rotate open, rotate under. Okay, so I'm going to come forward so you can see that. Lunge position. Alright, rotate under my arm, and then rotate open here. Breathe in as you reach under. Breathe out as you open up towards your knee. the same thing on the opposite leg here. So I'm lunging, rotate under, breathe out, rotate open. Keep your back leg active here. Don't forget about it. And good. Awesome job. Okay, so next I want to do something I like to call calf rocks. So you're going to go basically from a tall plank position into a down dog, focusing on one leg at a time or one calf at a time. So I'm going to start off in a high plank here. I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to wrap it around my left ankle. I'm going to breathe in while I'm in this tall plank. I'm going to breathe in deep and then I'm going to breathe out and push my left heel to the ground, shifting into down dog. Okay, so again, plank, I'm breathing in. Exhale, push your heel down and lift your hips, all right? So you're going to go 5 to 10 reps here. If you need to hold it a little longer because your calves are tight, you know, stretch it out before you run or do your squats or your leg workouts. Do what feels good for you. Okay, now when you switch again, same thing. Tall plank, left foot wraps around the right ankle, breathe in a high plank, breathe out, shift back. Focus on pushing that heel to the ground. Very good. Okay. Now, another thing I like to do, especially before I go run, is leg swings. So I'm going to grab onto something. You can grab onto the wall, cabinet, whatever you got. And I'm going to swing my leg forward and back and then side to side. So just warming up my hips here. Trying to let y'all see, but having some difficulties with my camera angles and lighting today, but that's all right. So holding on to something for balance. I'm going to swing back and forth, staying tall, just getting that leg warmed up. Now when I count, I usually go 10, but I go forward and back as 1. So I'll go 10 forward and back for each leg. Now I switch it up, same thing, other leg. I want to go side to side, so I'm going to face my bike here, or the wall, or whatever you hold on to, and I'm going to go side to side, one leg at a time. So I'm going to go out and in here, all right? All right? Chin it up, same thing. Just get warmed up here. All right, Billy James, come here. Okay. So, again, today was just focused on the warm-up part of your workout. Make sure you warm up at least 5 to 20 minutes before you work out. You want to make sure that your body is prepared for the exercises that you're going to do. Utilize the ones that I've shown you today, the ones from past videos. Y'all know I like to get on the mat and do a little bit of warm up on the mat as well to strengthen and warm up glutes, core, that kind of stuff. Today for me is going to be a lot of cardio and running, so I wanted to make sure I'm going to make sure my legs are nice and loose, and then I'm going to do some strength work with my upper body. So I warmed up all joints, all parts of my body. Okay, so if you are lacking the motivation, guys, to continue working out, just follow along with us. We're here for y'all. Reach out to us if you have any questions about anything. But, you know, whether it's cardio, weights, yoga, whatever you're doing right now, guys, it is good enough. Just keep moving. Don't stop. Take breaks when you need to. Listen to your body, but keep yourself moving, y'all. Stay active. Stay healthy. We miss y'all so much. I can't wait to see you guys in person. But, you know, again, if you have any questions at all, just reach out and we're here for y'all, okay? So y'all have a great day, great week. Keep moving. Stay active. All right? Bye, guys.